Hey guys, welcome to Daily Shlog number 83, I believe. No early intro because I was busy doing, anyway, lots of things. Now we're here with Angry Zach Sheets, who actually is showing some real anger. He's dealing with a drum brake. A lot of you people here on the YouTube probably have never seen a drum brake. But that's what one looks like. And what happens is these guys sit on here, and when they sit like that, and then when this turns, it opens these pads up, and then they push against this drum up here. Well, that one was sticking really bad, and so part of a service, check everything, right? Check all the controls, and found that that brake was really bad. So he's now going to spend some quality time with 6-in-1 lube, maybe some heat, and most likely a lot of anger to get that taken care of. And for me right now, we're working on the WR 450. Got super soft front brake. Like, it does work, but not well. And if you look at that fluid, that's not what fluid's supposed to look like. There's the world famous Andrew Neal. He's probably Facebooking or something, I don't know. Or watching the last Shlog on YouTube, which would be kind of awesome. We could, like, if you watch that on there and then I put it on here, will it be like an infinite thing? Like, can we go back in time if we do that? So yeah, we're gonna bleed this brake. I know I've showed you guys 100 times, but I'm just gonna keep showing you because it really is a handy little trick. Get yourself a syringe from medical supply company or whatever. Nice clear hose down to your bleeder. The hose being clear is actually really important because it allows you to see the bubbles as they come out. So it's nice to be able to see the bubbles as they come out. It kind of gives you that nice, warm, fuzzy feeling knowing that the bubbles are coming out of the line. So we'll break that. So there we go. Now we're going to squeeze the... Let's see what we get out of here. Alright. So no bubbles yet. That's alright. Because they're probably trapped up here in this loop. That's where they go. I'm going to put some fresh fluid in here. And the reason you want this zip tied up is you want this whole hose going uphill, so when bubbles come out they go up and they don't try to get sucked back in.
Didn't want to bother you on the phone.
Yeah.
Was it fluid? Was it low? Was it?
Dude, no, it just had some air. The fluid was pretty old looking. Just had some air in it. It seems like they do that, like, as they sit sometimes. I don't know why. Anyway, I bled a whole bunch of air out of it and got new fluid flushed through the whole thing, and then I straightened the front end up too.
Oh, fantastic.
So yeah, right on.
Again, thank you so much.
You bet, man. Have a good one. All right. In a break from all the millions of people that are coming in, we're going to put mooses and tires on Andrew's brand new Warp 9 wheels. And he's very excited. Look at these things. Super rad. I really like these wheels. That's what I run on Daisy. I got lucky and got mine used from a guy, but they're sweet. What do these things cost? Yeah, it's like 700 and something for both, and they come with rotor, sprocket, all the spacers, everything. They do not come with rim locks. We were just discussing that. But they come with everything else, so it's pretty awesome. So, yeah, time to change another moose. Alright guys, so we are working on a 2010 TE250 Husqvarna, the Spaghetti Husqvarna, and it's not charging the battery, so I'm having Zach do it because he's learning how to test these kind of things. The stator could be it, the regular rectifier could be it, or it could be the battery. But the battery seems to be good. We'll check that too. But the regular rectifier is actually the easiest thing to check because they're kind of all the same, no matter what they are, because it's just a bunch of diodes in there that let electricity come in one way, but it can't go back out. So it takes the alternating current and turns it into direct current so that it can then charge a battery. So generally, you got to find the wires coming from the stator. Usually there's 3 yellows like this, and then there's 2 others, a red, usually power. Looks like this is blue, or maybe it's green for ground. Anyway, so Husqvarna, in their infinite wisdom, when they're run by Italians, put this in a really hard place to check. So like I said, these things are just a bunch of diodes. So you get your fancy meter, you set it to diode, which is that right there. Turn it on. And what that's doing is it's an ohm, like a resistance test, but it's pushing electricity in a certain direction. When you put that on diode, your meter's actually working, pushing things. So what you do is you need to find the 3 wires that are coming from the stator, right? So the 3 AC wires. You got those, and then you got the positive and the ground, and you need to check between each of the 3 stator wires and the positive, and each of the 3 stator wires and the negative, and in both directions. Right, so we got the regular rectifier off. So what I was trying to explain before is, see, you get 3 pins up here, 2 pins down here. What you want to do is set your diode up and test from each of these 3 to one, and then each of these 3 to the other. Then you change yours and do the same test again. And in one direction, you should have offline, like infinite resistance. And then in the other direction, you should have point some odd ohms. And it should change between the 2. So it seems like it's good. So now while this is unplugged, we'll see if we can't get this thing to fire up. Which is a pain in the butt with the thing. Anyway, fuel injected, right? Yeah. Anyway, stupid. So we'll see if we can fire it up, and then we'll check AC voltage at the yellow leads coming out of the stator. Oh guys, another awesome day here at the shop. Again, super crazy busy. Had a really cool group of guys come from the Front Range. Tony Andrews and his buddies all came over, and they're all out riding, having a ton of fun. Super stoked to get to see them. The Bookers, got to see them. Also from the Front Range. A bunch of people with Kenny Clamper and his crew. Anyway, awesome day getting to see everybody. I didn't get to film nearly as much as I was planning on, but the Husqvarna that we were working on, the little Spaghetti Husqvarna that wasn't charging the battery, ended up checking the ignition or the charging coil's resistance, and it tested out okay. But when I tested it running, we pulled the regular rectifier off and just tested volts AC running. It was only making like 6 volts AC running, so that's not nearly enough. So that's what's wrong with that. We got to find a place to order parts. Paul Anstey, if you watch this, send me a link. They said like SWM or SMW, something like that. Send me a link because I need to get a stator for that thing, and no one else obviously has it. Yeah, guys, crazy day. I'm sorry I'm a little off right now. I got a splitting headache, and I don't know why. It's bumming me out, actually. So I'm going to go home and hang out with my wife and kids and try to get this headache to go away. I love you guys. Please get out and spread the gospel of 2 wheels. And it's the only thing that probably will fix my head. You got to go ride your dirt bikes!